So honestly, with this episode, it kind of feels like now we're inching towards the ultimate battle between, Letty and their mercenaries and, the big battle of this show pretty much. Seems like we're inching towards that, and I kind of want to digest or dissect what happened at the end of the episode. So it seems there were two double agents, and one double agent uh, was caught kind of red-handed, and as she's been carted away by these the people who found out, as she's being carted away, the other double agent notices, and she decides in that moment, because Kia showed up in the right time, her student. So she decides in that moment that she's gonna use Kia's power to kill Luna, the other double agent. Before she talks, not about like before they interrogate her, like one of the things this double agent said was that one of the reasons that you know, she was dead set on killing her is because she knows something about her, like a connection. She said early in the episode that Luna is the only person who knows this thing about me. She said the world words. Like, she's the only person who knows about that. And I guess she's kind of she's she's doing this. It seems like she's doing this out of fear of not just being another war, but she's also scared of the prospect of the aspect of what if her and Kia, because the redhead girl, she thinks that she'll be dragged into this war alongside Kia because of her connection to Luna, to the double agent. And she's afraid that if she talks, they'll also figure out that she's also a double agent. And I guess that's what her biggest fear is. But other than that, this episode was pretty cool. I mean, probably future episodes will be better, because this episode was kind of just like the setup, like moving towards the big battle between mercenaries that we saw in the trailer. That whole fight will be awesome when it happens, probably next episode or something. But I am also interested in like the ending part of this episode and what will happen with that situation. Like, will she go through the idea? Will she really use her student's powers, Kia's powers, in order to kill one of, I guess, her close friends, for the sake of living in peace? And I know that there's gonna be this argument that of course she's gonna do it like we saw when she was we saw earlier when she was rendezvousing with Luna, and Luna obviously had her back towards her and talking whatever. And then we see the redhead girl, the teacher. She has like in her hand. She has this, it seems like um this liquid, what I'm guessing is like poison, so like she kind of like quickly like just jabs a syringe on her body, and then the liquid, she injects the liquid and she dies. I feel like for her, because considering like she's like Luna's or her like very close friend, I feel like it'd be hard in that case, because to me it's always easier to say, oh, I'm gonna do that, but um when the time actually comes to do it, you kind of have that hesitation of like, okay, I said I was gonna do it, but do I really want to kill like one of my only close friends that I have in this world? Because you also have to take into account that, yes, she has this student, Kia, that she's friends with or whatever, but Kia's only friends with her because she came into her village as like this double agent, as like the only reason she's friend with the redhead girl is because she came into her her village on a false identity under the pretext of, oh, I'm just like, just want to study the herbs and everything, and like Kia doesn't really know who she is. We, I think we saw last episode, like all those things, all those terrible things that this red-haired girl, lady did, in order for, to have to live a peaceful life, like, interrogating this, this soldier, in order for him to give up this, the location of, this, where this very powerful elf is located, like her village. And she also, there's also the aspect of what she also does, and that is that, she also does assassination jobs. Like, we saw her seduce this, like, it seemed like a very important guy, like a king. And, that, I guess that's one way she assassinates them, but I wouldn't really be surprised if, like, she probably does that a lot. Like, I feel like we only saw, like, just one instant of where, she seduced her target, and then she ends up, like, I guess drugging the wine or something, and then they die or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised if she did that a lot of times. So I do wonder if in the next episode we'll see like her ultimate, like what we'll see what decision she'll make. Because like I said, it is easy for people to say like, oh yeah, we have to cut that person, or we have to do this and that. But when it, like I said, when it actually comes time for you to do this, like, will she actually go through with it? If I had to guess, maybe because of their relationship, I feel like she'll, instead, like she said, like, oh, I'll just kill Luna before they interrogate her, and then, reveal the connection she has to me and all that. I feel like what she'll try to do in the last minute is save Luna. So she's obviously gonna use Kia's power to I guess to just save her from being taken away from these police officers or whatever, these soldiers. And I'm guessing she'll, after, her hope is that, after she saves Luna, she'll explain to Luna what's really going on, what's really happening. And she'll say, okay, now, like now it's your turn to live this peaceful life. Like, you're gonna live with me. You're gonna kind of be my second in command in exchange for me saving your life. It might be that kind of deal. But like I said, I guess we'll have to wait and see for in the future episodes what really happened. But overall, I think, like I said, I think this was a really cool episode. I mean, like I said, we got the whole setup for the big, battle that's gonna happen that we saw in the trailer. That's gonna happen in like the next episode or the one after that. But it should be interesting with tension rising between these two factions that we saw that are in this world, and just see how this whole thing resolves itself. And this is like a little thing, but the girl, the apprentice we saw in the beginning of the episode, she mentions that I refuse to accept that the reason my country was destroyed was just purely coincidental. She believes that someone on the other side of the enemy, it was truly behind this. Like, she believes that the enemy kind of activated this this big golem. And I guess she's also acknowledging that, I mean, what makes this worse is that if it's true, if the enemy was behind the activation of the golem that destroyed this girl's country, there also must have been a thought that, if I activate this golem, then this country will be destroyed. And I feel like the girl kind of thinks that way too. Like, she probably thinks like, this is a necessary sacrifice in order to obtain this huge advantage on her enemies. And so, I don't know, this whole thing is very entangled, and it'll just be very interesting to see how this whole thing resolves itself. Like I said, I'm very excited for the future episodes, and hope you guys feel the same. But I think I'm ended there. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.